King Agrippa, or Herod Agrippa, was paying a courtesy call on the new governor of Judea, Festus. Festus had replaced Felix, who had been recalled to Rome because of his bad management of Judea. Festus, in contrast, was a competent and effective ruler who governed with wisdom and with honesty. It was a common practice for those in authority, such as King Agrippa and his queen Bernice, to visit and pay their respects to a newly installed ruler. Herod was as dissolute as the others in his dynasty, living incestuously with his sister Bernice, who had before been married to his uncle and would later become the mistress of the emperor. We can glean from Festus's conversation with King Agrippa and Bernice that he was a cautious and a conscientious man who wanted to do what was right and just, especially in the case of Paul. As a Roman citizen, Paul was entitled to legal process and the opportunity to defend himself. Festus arranged for a trial, but was shocked because the Pharisees did not accuse Paul of any criminal or civil wrongdoing, but engaged in a dispute about Jesus. Festus, clearly no tyrant, invited Paul to go to Jerusalem and stand trial. Paul's desire to preach the gospel of Christ moved him into the world of power, politics, and influence. His mission propelled him to bear witness to the most powerful and influential of his day, the Sanhedrin, the procurator of Judea, and even royalty. The gospel has the power not only to transform individuals, but society as well. We are called not to withdraw from the world, but to engage it, to serve within it, and to pray for all those who are in positions of authority and power. So let us support our civil representatives today, councillors, members of Parliament, the Prime Minister, to uphold gospel values in our society. Let us speak out for truth, honesty, and do that boldly, so that the evils of abortion, euthanasia, and the dilution of traditional marriage are diminished in our time. The poor come high on the list. But perhaps we could ask today, the 29th of May, day 68 of the lockdown, while public health has to be uppermost, where is our faith on the government's list of priorities? Where is it in the list of essential services in this country? Not that I'm wanting an immediate return to churches. We will have our own problems managing that when it comes. But I just wonder, is justice currently being denied to faithful Catholics locked out of their churches? Since March the 25th, only day 2 of the lockdown, all off-licenses have been classed as essential retailers. Did you know that? Abortion services have continued uninterrupted throughout the current emergency. And yesterday, we hear all the retail shops in the high street are given an opening date in a couple of weeks' time. Churches receive no mention day after day. St. Pope Paul VI worked for equality and justice in society. St. Paul the Apostle was uncompromising with the truth. I just wonder, do we compromise for a quiet life?